This video is going to be showing you how to find coterminal angles. So first thing that we're going to go over is a little bit of vocab. The first thing that you need to know about the angle is what the sides are called. So this is the starting point on the x-axis, the initial side. And once you rotate it, the ray becomes an angle, and this other side of our angle is called the terminal side. So let's pretend a rough estimate of going from the initial side to the terminal side. We'll say that this one is about 40 degrees. If I decided to start at the initial side again and go a full 360 degrees and then keep rotating it 40 more degrees, if I did 360 and then 40 more, I know that I would land back 360 plus 40 at 400 degrees. So if I start with just a 40-degree angle, I know that it shares an initial side and a terminal side for if I am at 400 degrees. They share the same thing, even though one took another full rotation to get there. So we're going to be doing these without actually drawing pictures. So for this example, it's asking us to find an angle, theta, that is coterminal to 1,041 degrees, where theta is in between 0 degrees and 360. So we want to find an angle that's coterminal to this, but in between 0 and 360. And right now, if we're thinking about a number line, and we have 0 here, 360 here, we're way out over here at 1041. So we want to go back and subtract until we get in between these values. So I'm going to take 1041 and I'm going to keep subtracting it with 360 until I get where I want to be. So my first subtracting it from 360 is going to get me to 681 degrees. Although those two angles are coterminal to each other, I'm not where I want to be between 0 and 360 yet. So I'm then going to again subtract a 360. And I will get 321 degrees. And we can all agree that 321 is in between 0 and 360. So we found our first answer. We're going to do the same thing with 824 degrees. We're going to find a coterminal angle to it. And again, we're way above this range. So we are going to want to subtract 360 degrees. And we will get 464. If this was in between 0 and 360, we could be done and just circle our answer, but we're not in between it yet, so we need to subtract another 360 degrees. And I get to 104 degrees. So 824 degrees is coterminal. It would end up sharing an initial side and a terminal side with 104 degrees. The second slide of examples we're going to do is when we're starting out with negatives. So if we're thinking about a number line again, and we have 0 and 360 on it, we're not too far to the right on our number line anymore. Negative 560 would be way to the left. So we want to get larger, we want to get bigger by 360. So instead of subtracting, if I want this to be in between 0 and 360, I'm going to need to start by adding 360 to it. Negative 560 plus positive 360 takes me to negative 200 degrees. And we can see that we're still not in our range of 0 to 360, so I want to add another 360 degrees. And I will get positive 160. We know that we can stop there because it is in between 0 and 360. For our final example, we'll do the same thing. I am starting with negative 200 I am too small of an angle. I need to get larger, so I'm going to start by adding 360 degrees. And from our last example, we know that negative 200 plus 360 is positive 160. So this one only took us one step to get to our coterminal angle that's in between where we need it to be.